en chop. Wat ek net met klip kry. Oh, heavens. Okay, wait, you're getting a little bit tricky. Let's go.
So this wine we are going to be tasting today.
Yes.
Interesting story. Is okay. First, I think we just need to reiterate the reason we do the wines is because we want to show everybody that you can get really good wines for at a relatively good price.
Yeah.
So I went to Woolies the other day, and I thought I wanted to look for wines, and there was this guy promoting a brand.
Yeah.
And we started chatting about wine and everything, and he said to me that the wine he promoted the week before, and he shouldn't say this, is actually better, because I said to him I actually like a blend. So he said, I'm going to love this one, which is Black Granite. It was on a promotion.
Yeah.
But I think it usually goes also for about like in the range between 150 and 165.
Okay.
Around
That's
there.
not bad.
Yeah. And it's
nice.
Darling Cellars.
Yes.
And Darling Cellars, we've actually enjoyed the other one at Pajama Bush.
Yes, that's delicious.
So Darling Cellars, it's a vintage reserve, 2024. I don't know what this little gold thing is there. Okay,
that's just its QR code.
Oh. Okay, Black Granite Darling Cellars Vintage Reserve. With its full-bodied character, smooth texture and luxurious taste, Black Granite Vintage Reserve is the epitome of refined indulgence. Meticulous craftsmanship and carefully selected grapes sourced only from the Darling region result in a wine with velvety tannins that create a sumptuous mouthfeel and lingers long after each sip. Cheers to boldness, smoothness, luxury, and sheer deliciousness.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm
that
quite
sounds
excited. Can you do this?
fabulous.
Because I just know that I'm just going to not be doing it well.
There we go. I shall do it. Cook, the swivel chair is swiveling me about.
I know, I also feel a bit weird.
I just mustn't drop this now because that will be a bit of a disaster. Okay, there we go. So
And
while I'm
it's-
doing this,
I don't know, but recently I've actually found that I enjoy red blends more than I used to be a massive pinotage drinker at one point.
Yeah.
And then it was like, no, I'm bored of this now, because pinotage is actually quite sweetish.
There we go. You do the honours of pouring.
And sure.
While we're talking about Darling Cellars, I actually see that they make non-alcoholic, can't loosen this bloody cork, non-alcoholic wine, which is won Veritas. It's won Veritas Awards.
Yeah.
So I was almost thinking of doing like a little episode where we try a non-alcoholic. Well, for people that can't have alcohol
I
anymore,
promise you I'm not going to enjoy it, but we can try that.
just to
Promote
promote it.
non-alcoholism.
Yes. And because I mean, often you don't want to be sitting, okay, maybe you do want to be sipping grape juice or Oros or something like that while you're sitting around a braai and having a kuier. But for those that don't have alcohol, it's still nice to have.
Listen, but
a little something.
non-drinking is actually extremely popular at the moment.
I know, it is.
Like us millennial people still drink.
Cheers.
Are you part of a millennial?
No, I'm not millennial. Am I not Gen Z?
No, dude.
Who is
Gen Z is after.
Oh shit, no, I'm not Gen Z. Am I not Gen X then?
I think so.
Now, I'm the ones that.
You from the hard-working generation.
Yes, you
But
see.
now, actually, the millennials look quite hard-working next to the Gen Zs.
The Gen Zs are our current ones. Or who are they?
They're the people that are not in the millennial bracket. The ones now, I don't know what the years are.
But then I'm not I'm before millennial.
Yes, I know.
But then after millennial, isn't it Gen X and then Gen Z, or is it Millennial, then Gen Z.
No, I don't know. No, it's Gen X and then Millennial and then Gen Z.
So I think I'm the I don't know where I am, but anyway.
Dude, it's XYZ.
Then am I Gen Y?
They just called Millennial. No. Millennials are Y. Gee.
Okay, let's just cheers.
Okay, we'll talk about topics we know more about.
This is nice. It's so smooth.
Oh wow.
So smooth.
This reminds me of Roodeberg Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is very smooth.
Yo.
Very, very
This
nice.
is actually, I think, of my favourites of the wines we've tasted.
Mm.
And that's why I say again, a blend tends to go down.
Yes,
damn
it
well.
does. A blend does go down very well.
Yeah.
I think it's better than I used to love there's certain Shirazes I still enjoy, but I think I do tend to more go for a blend than like a Cab Sav or a.
You know what's strange about Shiraz? I've ordered it now twice at the same restaurant and I've sent it back twice. And I've actually, because I'm like, no, this wine's corked, it's not right. So
No.
maybe I don't like Shiraz.
Maybe you don't.
I don't know, I'll have to taste another Shiraz, but that restaurant I always send it. Then I think to myself, just order the wines that people usually order, like a Merlot or something. Because I think those other ones they leave open too long.
You know, they do, and then people don't drink them, and then you get this old
Yeah.
bloody fraught wine. Anyway, but listen here, did you watch Louis Theroux's documentary called Inside the Manosphere?
No.
Oh, my soul, what a bunch of tool bags.
The Manosphere, what is it actually?
So, it's about these men.
The man's atmosphere, or what is it?
No, it's these dudes that the one guy's name is HS Tiki Toki. That's what his name on TikTok or
Must be TikTok.
whatever the hell his platform is. And he is like the self-indulged little twanker, to put it.
Okay.
But they believe that, so basically they like, just to put it in a nutshell, it's like this toxic, like misogyny. They basically don't like women, but they say they do. But like they say that and then they interviewed this one guy, I can't even remember there was two other guys. I can't even remember what their names are, but they believe in one-sided monogamy. So their wife or girlfriend does not see other people, but they can pump and drive wherever they want.
But what woman agrees to this? Actually, a smart woman. Hey? Imagine then all
Dude,
the
I don't know.
like then. I'm gonna dig a grave.
Yeah, no, you're gonna dig a grave. I think just stop there. Just stop. But then the one guy says, he's standing there and he's talking to Louis Theroux, but he is a brilliant documentarian because he doesn't do much to kind of, he's so, you can see he's very, very intelligent, but he's not mean to these people and he's not controversial or anything like that. He'll just
So
ask
he
them.
remains neutral, but he probably thinks like, what the hell?
But he allows them to dig their own grave.
Okay.
So they look like complete assholes, and he is just like, oh, okay, and they just carry on. And he is brilliant. You must watch it. But anyway, to cut a long story short, this one guy says, look around here. Can you see anything that a woman has built or invented? I mean,
can I just say
seriously?
something about that? Like,
photography.
okay.
I mean, that little fart ass, he probably did.
Invented a
Feckle.
TikTok account.
Yes, and he sits there, he's got kids and a wife, he can go out and jaw and see other people, but she doesn't, and she agrees to that. And then the other guy, he says that his girlfriend is there.
But why would she agree to that?
I don't know, I honestly
Probably
don't know.
God's giving her something else in return.
God knows, but you know what? Then the other guy, he, sorry, my little, I just don't want to lose any shit here. Oh, thick.
Okay, the other guy.
The other guy, he his girlfriend was there, and you could see that she was pretty uncomfortable. And then Louis Theroux says to him, so who cleans up all of this? He goes, no, his girlfriend. Then while he's having the interview, he says to his girlfriend, just make sure this place is clean and tidy and And I'm like, dude, seriously?
Yeah. So
it's
actually quite scary, because I think men are very confused lately of what they should be, because there's this whole thing also. So the other side of the coin is that women can now do it all, they don't need men. And so I think men are getting confused with their masculinity. I think they don't know what they should be to a woman.
But I think there's a difference between hating a woman and being confused with your masculinity.
Yeah, no, true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, on this topic, like, I've obviously got a lot of friends that aren't married, and throughout the years, I've often spoke to them because they'll talk to me about their dating life or whatever, and I find a lot of men are losing masculinity. For example, what you've explained now to me is not masculinity. That's weakness. That's weakness. Toxic, if I can call it toxic, yes. Masculinity. Yeah. A masculine man is someone who actually wants to provide, and he wants to take care of his family, and he's confident in doing it. And a woman is able to then respect that man and give him what he needs at the end of the day. But I find there's such an imbalance at the moment, and I think that a lot of society and the rules around it have made men a little bit more insecure, and I find that women are sort of moving into their masculine role.
Yeah, but
and you don't want to, as a woman, feel masculine.
No, I don't want to, as a woman, feel masculine. Look, I know I can. If I have to change a tire, I know I can do it.
But you don't want to.
But I don't want to. I know that if I have to put a plug on a lead, I can do it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
If I need to change a light bulb, I can do it. But why must I?
Yeah.
And also, what I suppose as well, it's now you as you say, men are confused. Like, it's nice if a man opens a door for me.
Yes, but now in society, some women would get offended.
Yes,
and be like, how dare you? Like, I can open my own door. But I wish we could do away with that, because I think men have got that role. And I think when a man shows up in a relationship as someone confident, masculine, and actually treats his woman like a princess, for lack of a better word, he's going to get all the things he wants from a woman.
No, exactly.
It can't be like these people, no, clean this and clean that.
I'll say me one.
No, and you're not going to actually go into that feminine space of yours.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if a man is being, he's not responsible, he's not actually someone you can depend on in your household. Say now you're with a partner who is like that, who doesn't do those things. What happens? You show up in those ways. You become the man in a relationship. Yes. And I find
then there's the imbalance, because then a relationship like that does not work. Because that's when men feel inferior.
But who's attracted? Is there any woman that's truly attracted? Can I tell you living proof? Look at the animal kingdom. A female does not seek out the weak little male there that's got scratches and is shit.
Got scratches.
They find a dominant mate.
Exactly.
To procreate with.
To keep the bloodline going.
And also, can I tell you that the woman sits there like the ostrich, and the male ostrich does a dance to impress the woman.
Exactly.
So where are the ostriches today?
No, the ostriches, they are burying their little heads in the sand. But even like, can I ask you a question? Say you were dating, okay? And you had to go on a date, like a first date with the dude. And he had to say, okay, let's split the bill. Would you go on a second date?
No.
Neither
if that's how he starts this far. No, thank you. Then you must go and you must rather then find someone who's prepared to go to McDonald's and pay the bill.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Well, also.
Then he's not ready for providing for a family.
Mm-mm.
No. A woman has got a different role to me. Oh, we're going to get wildly judged probably on what we said. And it's not about gold digging.
No,
It's not about looking for men with money. It's not about that.
It's not.
It's about an alpha male.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. If you're splitting the bill with me on the first date, you are not an alpha male.
No.
Then you want to go have some other. It's just not my taste.
And we're not saying that we cannot pay for our bill. We can.
Yeah.
But why must we?
Exactly. Then I might as well be single then, right?
Yeah.
If I can do all the things a man can do, which I can, I might as well then be at it alone. But I choose
Not
not
to.
to. And I'm not. I would say that not. And I did a bit of research actually.
Did you?
Yes. And this is real life research. And I asked people, and these people were Gen Z, younger people, and I thought they would all be for no splitting the bill, blah blah blah, and whatever. And I said to him, so just out of interest sake, you know, if you go on a date with a guy and you know he says let's split the bill, they looked at me, they're like, hell no. They were like, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to disappear. Look, it's a different story, I think, if you're now a unit and
Yes.
you've gone through the courtship phase, which I don't think should really end, but you've now gone through that and you're in a relationship. And then maybe he's having a struggle, or I don't know.
Fair enough.
Or actually just maybe he forgot his wallet at home. If he's struggling, he needs to do something about it. No, but you know what? People have that imbalance. Men don't like to feel like they're not providing. They don't like it.
No, they don't.
It's like it causes an insecurity and an imbalance in the
I
relationship.
mean, they are the hunters.
Exactly. And look, they've got
So-
a lot of stress on them.
No, they do.
They've got that stress where we've got the stress of being a mother and creating a safe environment for both the man and the kids at home and things like that. So the responsibilities to me are different. And again, if a man treats a woman well and creates a safe place for her, she's in a space to give him what he needs.
Exactly.
Whereas when she doesn't feel safe and it's like a constant like, oh my word, what is this man going to do today or expect from me today? Then no. Then you're not going to get the best out of the person that you're with.
No, you're not.
No.
Definitely not. But I think we should move on from that
Yeah,
because we
let's
might be slayed and not slay in a good way.
Yeah, no.
Um,
This place is hot.
I know. I'm like,
Or we just mid-laughed. But this place is hot. This is not
Like-
much.
schwitzing over here. I need a Victorian fan. Or somebody with a leaf behind me. Those big leaves to fan us. Anyway, maybe we should put a fan here at some point, but not now. We'll just have to sweat away. We have to glow.
We'll
Put
do
our
a
glow
little
on.
sauna session.
Anyway, I actually wanted to plug into what you said last week about anticipation anxiety.
Yes.
And how we all have anxiety on different things affect us. Yours is anticipating something. Mine is goodness gracious me, but I think quite a lot of people have this, unless I'm just die enigste malletjie wat daar is.
Okay, kom ons hoor hom.
So a few years ago, like you will know because you were there when I had like hectic panic attacks and I was hectically anxious and I was like almost shaking. My anxiety was on such a level. And we were, not that I'm saying it's wrong, but society dictated, and I think we were also brought up to a certain extent that, you know what, get over it, move on swiftly. And that is just how things were.
Yeah.
And I'd never ever been to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So for me, I was like, yeah, my fuck now. I'm going completely whacked in the top gear. And I went to go see a psychologist, and for a while, and she eventually said to me, I cannot do more for you. You're going to have to go and see a psychiatrist and see if you cannot go on medication. And I was like, what the actual? Anyway, and then I went to a psychiatrist. Long story short, they put me on antidepressants, which is for anxiety, because she just said to me, from what you are telling me, you are suffering from general anxiety disorder. So like where everything was just making me anxious. It's like I would think about this and I think, oh gosh, I can't cope. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't. It was just the mere thought of even going to bed at night made me anxious, because I was anxious that I wouldn't sleep. And then I was anxious that I would sleep and maybe die in my sleep. So it was like and I think if you are not a person that suffers from anxiety, you cannot understand it, because anxiety is not something that you can control.
It's not logical.
It's not logical at all. And the more you tell yourself, Fern, this cannot happen.
Yeah.
Your brain actually...
There's a 1% chance it could.
Yes.
So then
and then you focus on that 1%. Yeah. And anyway, so I am much better. Things don't really faze me as much anymore, but I used to be a planner. Like I would plan things. Now I don't anymore, because planning something too far in advance.
But is that what your anxiety was?
It was that, and I was terrified I was going to die.
Can I diagnose you?
What?
You had a hypochondriaism.
Well,
you literally went and had like, I don't know how many I think you've had more checkups than I've ever had in my life.
I go for checkups once a year.
I feel like
I always do that.
I just feel like you do it very often.
No, I do once a year.
Okay.
I do blood tests. I do gynae. My skin, the dermatologist.
Shit, I'm so, yeah.
And then the dentist. I
just feel like your time's your time.
No, but you know what? So now, anyway, but this is going to be a little bit funny. This last week, I think it was on Tuesday, my calf started paining. And I was like, my fuck.
See, I was like, Fern thinks she's got a blood clot. Tell me I'm right.
I did.
There. I was like, I knew it.
I think I've got deep pain.
I'm not going to entertain this. I know that's what she thinks. I'm not going to entertain.
So then I was scrounging my house for Disprin. I didn't have. So I was like, okay, check is 60. Ordered some Disprin. I took 2 Disprins. I was like, okay, it thins my blood. And then I was thinking, maybe I've got a potassium shortage. So I cooked up a whole lot of potatoes because I didn't have bananas. So then I ate about 6 little potatoes.
No.
And then I read raisins also have good potassium. So I was eating like a half a cup.
How did you get to this? Did you check GPT it?
I was Googling my symptoms.
Oh, no.
Never do that. Don't Google your
Everyone
symptoms.
does.
I know. Anyway, so then I ate about 6 potatoes, a cup of raisins. Needless to say, I was farting like a trooper because from all the raisins. But my calf
was still sore.
My calf was still sore.
Did you go to the?
I went to the physio. I told her my story. Anyway, I think she almost rolled on the floor from my potatoes, raisins, Disprins, everything. And she said, okay, my one calf is a little bit more swollen than the other, but it could be that the muscle is just a bit overworked, because it's the same leg that I pulled the ligaments in that ankle.
Okay.
So I think maybe it's just a bit of overcompensating, and running at the school and then hiking.
Oh, obviously, you did a bloody race at the school.
Yes, and then I hiked. I think a weekend later. So I think.
Why didn't you think of those things before you
I
started?
I didn't think of those things, but then I was like, how can it be sore from that? Anyway, it's better now. After being to the physio, she massaged it and she said she felt the muscles were really, really tight. So getting back to that, then I was lying in bed feeling anxious that I wouldn't wake up the next morning because I'd pegged because I had a clot in my leg. Anyway, I'm still here and I'm still fighting for it.
I got you. Because I must say, when you told me that, and I'm like, okay, no, this is nothing. Just
chillax.
But part of me thought, imagine if she does have a blood clot and dies, and I didn't acknowledge it.
You see.
Yeah. So I know you're not ridiculous, but I knew that's what you were thinking.
I know, no, I am a little bit ridiculous.
But while we're at it, can I just say
yes,
that people need to explore the children's section in the shops.
How do we get from children's section to?
I don't know. It just hit me because I'm getting hot and I might be sweating, and
I am.
what the hell?
Sweating under your pits.
So someone told me, listen here, they actually found shoes, and kids' shoes go up to what did you say, 6 kilograms? Size 6. Anyway.
Like big people size 6?
Yes!
Oh!
And I'm not trying to be funny, kids' clothes are actually nicer than ours.
They're funky.
They're funky, and they're also not all daily crop tops.
Yeah.
Dude,
Near my mood, crop tops on now.
T-shirts sit here now.
I can't, I'll be walking around with like a little muffin
everything's
top
loose
and a...
jeans, which I don't mind, but the tops, I'm not this to wear crop tops and cuck. And so I was walking in a shop in AC Kermans because I wanted to, I was shopping for the kids or something. And I'm like, oh, look at this cute t-shirt. And I'm like, oh shit, it's a kid's t-shirt. And I'm like, oh my word, I'm going to buy the 10 to 11 year old. And this is it.
Is that a 10
It
to
is
11?
10 to 11 year old. Look how cute.
Yes, that is so cute.
I actually think it's nice.
I think
and
it's
I like
very
t-shirts.
nice.
So for anyone who thinks they mustn't walk past the children's section and just think it's for their own kids. Because you can find something.
I must look at that.
But no, it's actually cool. For t-shirts and things like that. And shoes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do the pants.
No, I don't think I'll try that either.
No.
I'm past the phase of fitting into children's pants. Maybe I should, now you give me a challenge.
Fit into children's pants?
To try and fit into
But
boys.
you probably would.
No, I won't.
So no, don't sell yourself too short. And now, what is your midlife crisis this week?
My midlife crisis?
Or your midlife swirl?
Oh, okay. Let me say, it's listening to all of the shit about what supplements you must take, what creatine, you're over 40, you need to do this, you need to do that. I think that's my midlife crisis at the moment.
Yeah.
So now, I've been told, okay, I've been taking creatine very sporadically, so it's not actually working. I've heard that it actually takes like a few months for it to actually work. So I'm going to try and be more diligent with that. But I think my midlife crisis at the end of the day is the fact that I feel like I need to be sleeping this amount of time. I need to be taking collagen. I need to be taking, it's like, how many, isn't it in the end bad for your damn kidneys to be taking so much shit?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's my crisis, that I'm sort of trying to navigate what works for me and what doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to be weight training now. And I am weight training because I want to do the Deadly Dozen in May. But at the same time, I don't really like it. I don't really like weight training. Like, I know, we're supposed to be doing it, but I'm sorry, really, there's other shit that builds your muscle. I reckon just do what you enjoy.
No, for sure. You must do what you enjoy.
So I'm just going to smash the Deadly with my little training partner, and then I don't know if I'm going to carry on. Or I'll do like a class here and there to build, just to keep muscle. Because it makes sense. Muscle is essentially going to support your frail little bones one day.
No, it will.
But I mean, am I going to really weight train until I'm 70?
I don't know, some people do.
Let me, some. What's your crisis?
My crisis, or my swirl, is the fact, getting back to my gammy little calf, is that when you are much younger, you're not having these issues of having a little canter and then going for a hike and then feeling, well, fuck, I can hardly walk.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't the much of the hardly walking, it was I couldn't sleep on my side. And every time I turned on my side, it felt like you were taking an elastic and you were pulling it. like that. My calf was just like going into an absolute cramp and a spasm. I was like, good Lord. Anyway, so that is like where I'm at, that your recovery rate is not as quick as what it used to be.
100%.
And you mustn't think that, although, I ran at the school. I mean, and I probably will do it again, but
Yeah,
maybe I must
but
just...
I would not recommend trying to run fast when you don't usually do it at our age.
Good Lord.
You're not the first person that I've seen do this.
It's just ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway.
Parents always pull a muscle. It's like they get to the start line, they like go years back and they're like,
I can do this!
yeah.
And then
So
your
it's
little
not a
legs
good
are going
Yeah.
afterwards.
No, it's not good.
No, it isn't. And so I'm not sure if there's anything more we want to chat about. I think our sounds...
It's braai.
Yeah, I want to
Bietjie braai nou.
but I do think that, it's Easter next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to post something nice to do with the kids for Easter, like a nice little dessert
Okay.
or something like that. Something
Or a
that's
little
simple,
game.
or a little game, something that's simple, just to include them in the little vibe as well. And then I think our next tasting, I might investigate some alcohol-free wines. I might not for the next one. I might do it another time. I might just maybe get one on the side and have it at home, and then we can maybe post that and say, okay, this is worthwhile.
This is actually nice.
Yes.
We can, you know what we can? We can do a session where we have the non-alcohol and alcohol. And then we can judge which one is better. Or we could do a blind tasting. Can you tell the difference?
Yeah, we
That's a
can
good
do
idea.
that, but I think we'll be able to tell the difference. And then with Mother's Day coming up soon, we're going to have a nice little segment on that.
Yes, mothers, we are going to talk about the things that you're too scared to talk about and feel guilty about and don't want to share, because we've all got that.
We all have that.
Where we feel mom guilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. But anyway, I think that is enough from our side for this week.
Yes.
Did no research.
Check my sweat.
Just bloody hot in here.
This is a sauna.
Okay. Okay, let's turn this little shindig off. And stop. And that little vibration.